Max was a 19-year-old college student. His father was a security guard at a very large mall. His working hours were very long, but in return, he earned a pretty good salary. Everything was going well, but one day, Max's mom suddenly fell very ill. Max's father was on duty, so Max himself quickly took his mom to the hospital. After taking her to the hospital, the doctor told Max that one of his mom's kidneys had failed, and the other was also functioning very poorly. Therefore, his mom would need to be brought to the hospital for dialysis every week. For a while, Max's father managed everything, but then Max's family started facing financial difficulties. A lot of money was being spent on Max's mom's treatment, and Max's college fees were also quite high. Seeing his father struggle to earn money, Max thought that he should also get a part-time job to earn some money so that he could financially support his father. Max immediately started looking for a night job for himself. He would go to college and study during the day and go out looking for a job at night. After searching in many places, Max finally managed to get a job at a gaming center with great difficulty. The name of that gaming parlor was Faddi's Gaming and Pizza Zone. He got a job as a night guard and cleaner there. That gaming zone was located on the border area of the city, meaning approximately 4 kilometers away from the residential area. Max was very happy to receive this offer. He was getting a good salary for just a few hours of duty. He immediately accepted the offer. The next day, after finishing college, he arrived at the gaming parlor for his first night on the job. Max arrived early, so he started exploring the entire parlor. The manager of the gaming parlor had an important task, so he gave Max some instructions and then left. Max himself was very interested in gaming, so as soon as he got some free time, he sat down to play a game. Max tried to turn on the power in Faddi's gaming area, but the lights did not come on. Then he thought that maybe the main switch was off, so he went down to the basement to look for the master switch. There were many mannequins lying in that basement, just like robots, but their base resembled animated characters, as if all those mannequins were large, colorful toys. Max started looking for the power switch among them. Just then, the head of a mannequin standing behind Max suddenly moved. It looked as if that mannequin was watching Max. Max thought it might be his imagination, so he started looking for the main switch again. But then, Max felt as if those mannequins were slowly coming towards him. Suddenly, he heard someone laughing loudly from behind him, but as soon as he turned around, he saw that everything was perfectly normal. In a short while, Max found the power switch, and as soon as he turned it on, the lights of the entire gaming zone came on. Max went back upstairs and tried to play some games, but none of the games in that gaming parlor were working properly. Then, an alarm from one of the games started ringing very loudly. Max turned off the alarm and saw a Play Now option on the screen. Max was happy because he had found the only game that was working. Max started playing that game. The game had some rules, which stated that the player had to finish the game within 5 days, otherwise they would also turn into a mannequin. Max did not take any of it seriously and started playing haphazardly as he wished. While playing, Max suddenly remembered that he only had 2 hours left in his shift, and he had not yet done the work assigned by the manager. Max quickly stopped the game in the middle and got to work. He quickly finished all the work before the manager returned, and after that, he went home. This continued for 4 days. Max would play that game for hours, and then quickly finish his work and leave. On the 5th day, Max got a big scolding from his manager because they had seen in the CCTV footage Max was actually playing games. After this scolding, Max decided that he would only do his work from now on. The next night, the manager again left the gaming zone, entrusting it to Max, and went out. During his duty, Max was cleaning the gaming zone. While cleaning, when he went towards the basement, he saw that the basement door opened by itself in front of him. Max slowly started going into the basement, and it was then for the first time that Max saw bloodstains on the basement floor. Just then, the screen for game in the basement turned on by itself. It was the same game Max had been playing for the past 4 nights. The alarm of that game started ringing loudly. Max went and turned off the game, and then he felt as if someone was coming towards him. He turned around and saw the basement mannequins standing against a wall behind him, one of which was missing. Max started looking for that mannequin everywhere because he knew that the manager would blame Max for everything. Max searched the entire basement for the mannequin, but he saw nothing there. Just then, the basement lights started flickering, and Max heard the same terrifying laughter again. The sound was extremely scary and was getting closer to Max. Then he saw 2 red eyes staring at him from the area below the stairs. Max's heart seemed to stop. He slowly tried to get out of the basement, but his heart sank when he saw that all the mannequins in the basement were now walking towards him. Max started backing away, but those 2 glowing red eyes now started coming towards him from behind. All those mannequins surrounded Max from all sides. Suddenly, Max started having seizures. It seemed as if Max could not breathe, and then mannequins slowly came closer to Max and started biting and scratching him with their sharp teeth and hands. Throughout the night, Max's screams echoed in Faddi's gaming parlor, but no one came to his aid. After that night, Max went missing. The police also checked the CCTV footage, but they found nothing in those recordings. Max's parents searched for him a lot, but he was nowhere to be found. No one paid attention to the mannequins that had silently gone back to their places in the basement, as if nothing had changed. But one thing had definitely changed. Another mannequin had now been added among them, about which perhaps no one will ever know.